forgot. Okay. I found this on TikTok. Is where I find most of my information that's probably not true. But you can, like, look this up if you want. Because, like, I literally only heard it on TikTok. And I did not look it up or anything. So I don't even know if it's true or not. But it's a Mandela effect. And it's about 9/11. And so in Brazil... So I didn't know this at the time because, like, I was literally 3 years old. I didn't know that 9/11 was, like, a worldwide known thing. Like, I thought only America really knew about it. I didn't know that, like, the emergency news would come on for every freaking country and continent around. That lady's face just scared me. Like, I didn't know that it was that serious. I was 3 years old sleeping. So it did not occur to me that, like, the entire world was gonna know about it. I also didn't really think that we had that kind of technology. But that's besides the point. I'm a moron. So in Brazil, their school hours are different than here. They'll either go to school from like 8:30 to 1:30 or like 2:30 to 5:30 or something like that. You were either in a morning class or an afternoon class. You didn't go all day. And I'm about to run out of storage, so give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. If you were in the afternoon class, you weren't at home, and a lot of people like watch TV in the mornings and stuff, and a bunch of kids were watching Dragon Ball Z. And when the 9/11 attacks happened, like, their channel stopped from watching Dragon Ball Z and told them what was going on and stuff. But then looking back on it, Dragon Ball Z was not playing on the TV, but everybody remembers that it was Dragon Ball Z. And I was like going through the comments, and like one person was like, I talked to my grandma who was watching it with somebody, and she could literally explain what the entire episode was about and stuff. But then I guess they like pulled up records and whatnot and showed that Dragon Ball Z was not playing at the time, but everybody very distinctly remembers watching Dragon Ball Z when the 9/11 attacks happened. But I literally didn't look it up or anything. I figured like Tyler would know something about it because he knows something about everything.
I was in science class when it happened, so let me look it up and we'll see.
But that's like cool to think about though, like whether it's true or not. No, seeing somebody like in the comments like confirm it, it's kind of wicked.
So it was...
Oh!
I don't know how I'm gonna look up what was on TV in Brazil at the time it was happening.
I literally don't know.
7:46 a.m. Central Time, which would be... What time would Brazil be compared to us? So Brazil is 3 hours ahead of us, so 7. So it would have been at 10:46 a.m. in Brazil.
Okay, so I'll read this real quick. It's from a Redditor, okay? It says, okay, hear me out. First of all, in Brazil, you typically don't go to school, middle school or high school, doesn't matter, for the whole day. You're in school either in the morning, 7:30 a.m. to noon, or in the afternoon, usually 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Every single person who was a kid in Brazil and was not in school in the mornings when 9/11 happens remembers watching Dragon Ball Z and having it be interrupted for the breaking news of the attacks. And I mean everyone. It comes up every time someone asks, what were you doing when 9/11 happened? Except Dragon Ball Z wasn't on at that time. Someone checked the airing times and compared it to the time when the attacks happened. Definitely not on. Still, a whole generation of kids is 100% sure they were watching Dragon Ball Z when the news broke out. This memory might have been confused with a YouTube video of a 9/11 Dragon Ball Z tribute.
Okay, so here's the actual TV schedule, the show that was interrupted. Dragon Ball Z was on at 11:44 on 10/9, but not September, or 9 on the 10th, not the 11th. Dragon Ball Z was on the TV at that time on the 10th, not the 11th. There was some show called Garafina on at the time. And the problem is that issue number 2 with it is that the episode that everyone's claiming they saw, which is the episode where Goku becomes Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, which would have been episode number 245 of the series, didn't air for another, well, several weeks after that, because the episode that would have aired on September 11th had it not been canceled well in advance was episode 237. It was a show called I can't pronounce it. It's not in English. Turma da Garafinha, which is a series about a series with puppets that was part of the Angelicus children's program. But that is the channel that Dragon Ball Z aired on. It just wasn't an air that date that it would air. Let's see. So it would have been 10:46 a.m. in Brazil when the towers got hit. God, this is hard to read.
So, remember my little 2022 prediction bingo? I got some things to mark off, so we're gonna go through that. School shooting happened. Nuclear war threat, that's currently happening. There we go with that. A new Mandela effect, I mean, it's a new one that I've heard. I won't count it though, because like people aren't really raving over it right now. Some kind of war starts overseas. It very well might soon, not marking it off yet though. A celebrity death. Freaking Meatball or Meatloaf or whatever died. Aaron Rodgers chokes in the playoffs. Yes, he did. Okay. A new variant. They are saying a new variant's coming soon. I'm not going to mark it off yet though because
I already claimed there's a new variant called Stealth Omicron that doesn't appear on tests.
I'm marking it off.
Basically, they're saying, well, you have symptoms, but you're testing negative, so you're positive, and we're going to call it Stealth Omicron because we can't prove you have it, but we know you have it.
You're literally dumb. Doctors and scientists create a new vaccine for more variants. Hasn't happened yet. The Queen's still alive. The metaverse plans, I literally just saw something that he lost like $29 billion in a day because like his company is just like failing. So I'm going to mark it off. It's not happening this year. Klay Thompson, he plays for the Warriors. He had a sore knee. I don't know what he did to it or anything, but he sat out for a game. And if you remember me saying, I'm saying anything that causes him to sit out that's not health and safety protocols is considered an injury to me. So he's not able to play. Marked it off.
Okay. This is a copy of the schedule for the channel, the only channel that had any broadcasting rights for Dragon Ball Z in Brazil at the time. So the date selected, 9/11. Dragon Ball Z did not air on 9/11 at all. Not to mention the episode that everyone's claiming they saw didn't air anywhere until 2002. So they could not have been watching what they claimed they were watching because it didn't exist until a year later.
So what the hell were they watching then?
They were watching the puppet show, or they were watching reruns of Dragon Ball Z on a network on a network from a different country. Because the only network in Brazil that had the legal ability to show Dragon Ball Z was not airing the show that day.
The Wu-Tang Clan? I think my next thing that I'm going to be marking off is some kind of war starts overseas because Russia is mad. I'm surprised that Biden is staying out of it.
Out of what now?
The whole
Russian thing?
Yeah.
It's because Biden is scared of Russia. He doesn't want to get involved. He does whatever anyone else tells him because he doesn't have the backbone or the balls to stand up for himself or for our country. Are you going to mark this one? Because that's a war starting.
It hasn't
They've got troops on the ground in Ukraine. That's a war starting.
Oh. I thought that...
They have already invaded. They just haven't taken over completely.
So like they are killing people?
It's not bloodless if that's what you mean. They sent soldiers into the country and I'm sure somebody's dead.
I don't know what I meant by that. Like,
Russia started a war. They invaded Ukraine.
Can you spell Ukraine?
Ukrain. It's right there on the top of your screen.
Oh. Let's see. LeBron hasn't gotten canceled for anything yet. I'm sure he will soon. I literally should have put Tom Brady retires on here. I didn't think he would though. I'm sure that in the next few weeks there's going to be another booster shot for your booster shot for your first dose for your first dose of the shot. Maybe in a couple days Biden's gonna get in a fight with somebody. I mean, they want him to do something. The NFL, I'm so mad, but you know what? I want the Cincinnati Bengals to win the Super Bowl. Oh, Walmart's being pretty calm right now. I don't think there's been any riots yet. A lockdown scare hasn't happened, thankfully. I'd be okay if that one didn't happen this year. Yeah, so that's about it. So I'm gonna hang up now. What?
You don't even know why people call it hanging up, do you?
Is it cause like, no, I can't say that.
Say what?
Something about hanging yourself.
No, it's because phones used to be hung on the wall, and when you were done with the call, you would literally hang the receiver up on the wall.
My grandma had one of them phones, and it was like a little thingy, and then like you put your finger in the hole for the number, and then like you'd spin it around, and then it would like go back, and then like you'd spin it again and it would go back. And I thought it was really fun to play with, so I'd play with it until my grandma told me that I'm calling phone numbers and I needed to stop.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna hang up now. I've just been in a piss poor mood lately because there's 95,000 snowflakes on the ground. That's making me mad. Like, I literally just want it to be spring and it's not spring, and the fact that it's not spring is sending me into a depression. That's all you need to know from me. I'm balancing you on a Monopoly box and Tyler's going through things because he needs things.
I need a copy of my birth certificate that I may or may not have.
I have a winning lottery ticket. That's $5. So, you know how it snowed? It snowed 12 inches here, and I'm not happy about it. But, you know, it's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine, if you know what I mean. But, like, everything here is canceled. Not like from being racist or anything, but like legitimately canceled because the roads are so bad.
Hey, look, it's Fetus Tyler. It's from grade school.
She's skinny.
Yeah, and then she turned into a fucking balloon. Oh, this is me.
I kind of want to eat a snack. This lighting just sucks. I hate yellow light just with all of my heart and soul. I love bright white light. So last night I was gonna stay up and play Sims all night, but I ended up falling asleep at like 1, and I never like sleep through the night completely. I always wake up like once or twice because of my cat, but my cat didn't sleep in my room last night. So I closed my eyes at like 1 and I opened them and it was 8:30 and I had a full-on like panic. I was like, yo, what? But like, I have problems falling asleep, not staying asleep, and I'm a pretty heavy sleeper. Like, I sleep through tornado warnings and stuff. I don't know how, but it happens. So I guess I was just really tired because I haven't really been going to bed until like 3 or 4 in the morning. We stay up all night on Monster. Ooh, I have go-go juice. Wahoo! Hey! So I was telling Tyler, oh my god, I was telling Tyler earlier that if I want to sleep tonight, I'll just drink another one of these because they cancel each other out. And you called me dumb.
Yeah, evidently when I was a baby, I turned blue and stopped breathing when I was 7 weeks old.
My throat hurts really bad, not because I'm sick, but because last night the Illinois game was on and I spent 2 hours screaming at the TV very loudly. And so I woke up and my throat hurts so bad. And I'm kind of losing my voice, like it kind of cracks now and then. And I told Tyler that I might lose my voice, and he's happy about it. He doesn't want to hear me talk. He never wants to hear me talk. He hates my voice and he hates me.